So hello everyone, my name is Martash, and today we're going to be reviewing The Division by Ubisoft. So when I first started this game, I didn't get the best experience or the best introduction to this game at all. Due to the fact when I first started the game, the menu would come up, but I couldn't see the menu because my screen would be black. So yeah, that required me to restart the game. Next, the intro cutscene would play, and then it would black screen again, so I had to restart it again, and then it finally started working. But the disappointments didn't end there, because after the menu screens and after the intro, you're thrown into a character customization, which sounds really good and it sounds fine. The thing is, the character customization options in this game is one of the worst I've ever seen in any game possible. If you thought Destiny's character customization was lame, just take a look at this shit. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? I can only choose from 8 options. Wait, what? I can only choose from fucking 5 fucking hair options? What? There's actually technically 4 options, just that one's bald. Is that it? I'm not gonna let this slide, guys. They have almost 0 options for your character customization. Seriously, I'm pretty sure there's like over 1 million players in this fucking game that looks exactly the same as my character, okay? So let me break down what the character customization actually is. So, you gotta choose your race. Wow, like that's so hard. Then, you gotta choose from 6 different preset faces, each one from a different kind of race, or each 2 from a different kind of race. Some of them kind of look the same, so it doesn't really matter, and you can't do anything about it. What else can you do? Oh, you can change their skin tone, yay. You can change their eye color, yay. And then you can go on to changing their hair. So just guess how many hairstyles this game has. What's that? 12? Oh, no. How could you think that an RPG MMO would have a character customization option which allows you to have 12 hairstyles? No. No. That's not the Ubisoft way. What's that? 6? Oh, no. So how many is there? 4! 4! Wow! They have 4 different hairstyles for you to choose from. Like, that's amazing. And they all look almost the exact same. One's shorter than the other. Wow! So amazing, Ubisoft. Amazing. Like, I give a shit about my character. And of course, you can have a beard if you want, if you're male. From 4 different types of beards or something shit like that. So, after creating your dismal looking character, you don't give 2 fucks about what's happening in the world as of it starting. So, yeah. So the game at the beginning was very disappointing, and the disappointments didn't end there either. The first cutscene you get for The Division is set up in a way where it basically acknowledges how shit the character customization is. The camera lingers around your fucking back. You don't even see your main character's face.
We're losing this whole neighborhood. Rioters are moving through, in force, and headed this way.
Put your people there. I see someone else got the call. I'm Agent Fei Lau, Division. Activated the same time as you, part of the second wave of us going in. I don't know what happened to the first wave, but unfortunately, there's still lots left for us to do. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me, and you, we're what's left to hold the line. With any luck, we'll have more to go on once we rendezvous with the commander. More about the situation, about who's turning the streets into a war zone. Anything that's gonna help us do what we're supposed to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, Lieutenant.
Officer Hazen and his team are handling situation reports. If you're looking for a hotspot, that's who you want to talk to.
What the fuck, Ubisoft? You put a character customization in here, which actually should be incredibly better than what you've given us. Just take a look at BioWare's Star Wars The Old Republic MMO. take a look at that shit. You gave us basically jack shit, and then you basically used the cutscenes just to basically say, yeah, the customization for this game is shit.
Applaud, everyone! Applaud sarcastically. No, that sounds too sincere. Slow clap. There we go. Nice and condescending.
So at the very beginning, after you've created your dismal looking character, you're put into an area which is basically like a tutorial area. And in this area, you're going to be carrying out different missions, which are, each one's completely different, and it's basically telling you how to do these types of different things. And after you've done all these types of missions, then the main game begins. So the main game begins when you're almost about to get into a helicopter, and then it blows up, and something's happening, and blah 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 blah.
The rest of us should be in this chopper. Can't believe it's finally happening. Do this! Ah!
You are then flown all the way over to Manhattan and New York, and that's where the main story kind of begins. So what's the story, you may ask? Well, to be honest with you, the story in this game, I couldn't care shit. The story isn't forced enough, and it doesn't make you care. So you end up wandering around New York City with a thumb up your ass, not really knowing what the fuck you want to do. The basics of the story is smallpox or some other really horrible disease managed to get onto some new dollar bill somewhere, and then it started spreading like crazy, and it started infecting everyone. Everyone's going to disarray and blah 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 blah. That's the main plot, and bad stuff happens. And then so you are someone from the Division, and you're supposed to bring back order and safeness to New York City, and you have to rebuild New York City, and that's what this story is about, essentially. There's some other plot points where some division units are going rogue, but the thing is, they don't take the time to actually tell you about these stuff, so when it does happen, you're like, oh, is this getting somewhere? And then it ends up just actually not going anywhere at all. And that's the main problem with this game. The story doesn't give you enough reason to actually grind through it. This game is a massive grind fest. The main campaign for this game feels like side missions from other MMOs, and then the side missions in this game feel like, I don't know, what's other side missions from MMOs? The characters in this game are completely weak. You don't give two shits about it. You don't give two shits about your own character, and you don't give two shits about what the story's actually telling you. So, for me personally, when it comes to MMOs that needs to have a substance behind something which I am working towards, aka the highest fucking level possible and get the best gear, this game doesn't have it. So grinding out to level 30 and actually get the gear that I want was incredibly fucking hard for me due to the fact that I didn't give two shits. Now, the Division is voice acted, thank God, but the thing is, it's not really, is it, Ubisoft? Because guess who doesn't speak throughout the entire fucking game? Your character! What the fuck? Not only have I created a character who has zero options to choose from for creating it, so I don't give two shits about him to begin with. He doesn't even speak in the cutscenes. He says zero. He's worse than Master Chief in Halo 1. At least in Halo 1, Master Chief had the decency to say, I don't understand stuff, or cool, you know, in those moments. This guy says jack shit. He says nothing, and it breaks your immersion so much when one of the characters actually walked in injured and stumbled over, and your character you create actually kept her from falling over. He says jack shit to her.
Hey, bad news. I'm not gonna be able to get out there. Not with my goddamn leg like this. I'll do what I can from here, but it's not the same. You have no idea how much I wanted to be in the field. I trained for a scenario like this my entire life, but it's worse than anything we could have imagined. You know how they won't let you get too close to anyone, so it won't mess you up when you're finally activated? Well, I did that, and it didn't fucking work. I'm attached. These are my people. This is my city. We're taking it back. Oh.
Look, you need to...
Yeah, okay. Okay. They're counting on us. Let's not let them down.
You don't give two shits about your character, and you don't give two shits about the story. So yeah, if you need substance in order to complete these kind of games, this game does not have it. Now there's one thing in this game that is incredibly amazing and it has to be pointed out, and that is the graphics. On the PC, it is one of the best looking games out there. When I found out something which has apparently been removed for the Xbox One version and saw it in the PC version in full detail, oh my god, I think I flipped out. The graphics for all of the weather effects, the lighting is absolutely amazing, and the game is beautiful to look at. But of course, graphics doesn't mean everything, and if you give me a shit game with amazing graphics like Battlefront EA, it's still not gonna be, you know, a 10 out of 10. It's gonna be either 5 or so on and so on. Now, let's talk about the glitches. So, yes, there is glitches in The Division because Ubisoft always loves to have graphical glitches somewhere in their games. But it's not very often you see them, and when you do see them, it breaks your immersion, but you don't really give two shits about them, since they're not really affecting you in any way. So like I said at the start of this video, the game's gameplay and mechanics is what saves this game. It is so much fun to play. Its mechanics where you can go from cover to cover and pop over it and climb over it is absolutely amazing, and it's probably some of the best cover mechanics out there. The shooting gameplay is really fun and needs to be commended for, but the game itself gets very repetitive. You're fighting guys after guys, the same type of guys over and over again, and it gets repetitive quite fast.
This was one scary place. I know why we're failing. There are people outside as well.
So the game is always online. Now, this is annoying since sometimes my internet would go down and I was immediately ejected from the game even though I was with nobody. And this is the problem right here. The game is designed as an MMO, but the thing is, it's not really, because you're walking around a town by yourself and there's no one there. And then the story is centered around for you and only you can rescue this world and rescue New York. But when you go into, you know, a safe house, for example, there's like 15 other people there who you've never seen in the world which you currently were in. So yeah, that breaks your immersion even more. So before you start a mission, you're allowed to actually join another group of players which are playing that mission as well. And if you do this, it actually the gameplay becomes so much more fun, due to the fact that you have other people to play with and supporting each other, and you're not alone.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Area secured. JTF security notified.
Yeah, that was stupid hard. Well, not stupid hard, it's just they're coming from everywhere.
So what you're going to be doing the most in the game is going from side mission to side mission to side mission to level up. And that's it. So in the game, you can upgrade your base of operations by doing different encounters for different things. You have the green encounters, which are for like medical supplies, blue ones for like police and stuff like that, and orange one for like engineering, and these can be upgraded in your base, and they'll give you different perks. Within your base of operations, you can upgrade, like I said, all these different parts and get access to different things and different perks. But you can also purchase weapons there, gear there, add-ons for your weapons, craft your weapons, and a whole shit of other stuff you can do in it. Now, apparently in this game, there has been a lot of very douchey players out there, basically trolling the fuck out of people. But in my playthrough, I have not encountered anyone like that. The last time I played with people, they were actually talking amongst each other. I wasn't talking since someone in my house was sleeping and they wake up for, like, you know, a mouse if it squeaks. So I couldn't say shit. But it was really fun, and they were all getting along, and we were all helping each other out, and actually in that time period, I managed to level up like 5 levels. So yeah. So let's talk about the biggest thing that they've talked up about for The Division, and that is the Dark Zone. So what's the Dark Zone? Basically, the Dark Zone is the only place where you can actually run into someone online. Yeah, it's the only place. And because of this, they can kill you. Or you can team up with them. In my case, I end up teaming up with them, but since I haven't encountered any of them yet, and I don't think I will since I'm kind of stopped playing the game. And basically the Dark Zone is basically, you go in, all the enemies are incredibly hard to kill, but you apparently get some really awesome loot there, some really rare weapons and stuff like that. But the thing is, I was in there for 2 hours, and I got the rarest rarity of some kind of shoulder pad. Yay! So the max level for The Division is 30 as of right now, but apparently they might be increasing that in the future. Hopefully as a free DLC for the people who actually love the shit of this game, but otherwise, there you go. So after saying all of this stuff, is this game good or bad? And the answer is, it depends on who you are. If you like games where you grind for hours on end to get the best equipment possible, then this game's for you. It is for you. The problem is, for me, where it has to have substance behind it, a good story with good voice acting, and my characters doesn't, and you know, good character developments, such as Star Wars: The Old Republic, that MMO made by BioWare. This game falls flat on its face. Even though the gameplay is fun, you get kind of bored after a couple of hours. And by the time you're level 20, you end up not enjoying the experience, but end up pushing yourself just to get to level 30, which isn't a good sign for a game. So the final verdict for The Division was hard for me to choose since I was going between two numbers, and to be honest with you, it was either go piss people off a bit, or piss people off a bit less. But the thing is, it's either one of them. And to me personally, I'm gonna have to say Ubisoft has failed with the Division, and it is a 6 out of 10. The game, there's not enough game to actually keep you playing. But the thing is, just like Halo 5, if you love the shit out of it, it doesn't mean that you have to hate on my review. You can love it for all it's worth. I don't care. I'm just giving my thoughts on for other people who might not like those type of games, such as grind for hours just to get a weapon, then this could be a problem. So The Division is an okay game, nothing special about it. It has some good mechanics, but the story is weak. You don't give two shits about it. You don't give two shits about what you're doing. You don't give a shit about your character. It's got really shit character customization. Your character doesn't even speak throughout the entire game. There's some graphical glitches here and there. The game does look amazing, but doesn't make it good. And in that aspect, the game is a 6 out of 10. So everyone, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!